Hi everybody, I'm gonna be making my homemade cranberry sauce. Now, cranberry sauce always brings back childhood memories. There was one thing that was guaranteed in our home on Thanksgiving Day is that we were gonna have a turkey and we were gonna have cranberry sauce, but my mom always served it straight out of the can. It's not until years later that I made my own homemade cranberry sauce, and I've been making it this way ever since. And today, I'm gonna share the recipe with you and I'm gonna show you how to make it step by step. Let's get started. So these are the ingredients that I'm gonna be using today. I've got fresh cranberries. I have already washed them, and you wanna make sure that you throw out any cranberry that has a bruise or is broken, and I have already done that. I've got some granulated sugar, cinnamon stick, some allspice, some golden raisins, a little bit of water. I've got some honey. I'm gonna be using a little bit of this orange zest, and I've got a can of pineapple chunks, and I'll be using half of the juice in here. I will be posting all the ingredients below in the description box so you'll know what I used and how much. So let's go to the stove. So I've got my heat set on medium high. I'm gonna put in my cranberries. Here's my cinnamon stick. Here's my sugar, my allspice. Here are my golden raisins. Here's my water. I'm gonna put some of my orange zest. And you don't wanna put a lot. It just takes a little bit. And that's good. See? Just a little bit like that. Now I'm gonna add my honey. I like the combination of the sugar and the honey. Now I'm gonna add my pineapple chunks. You wanna put in about half of the can. Don't worry about it if you use one chunk too many or one chunk less. It doesn't matter. Just more or less. Put in about half. And that's about half. And I'm gonna pour in half of the juice. And that's half of the juice right there. Now, I'd rather use the cinnamon stick than ground cinnamon. This gives it a lot more of a natural flavor. I'm gonna give it a good stir and make sure that everything is incorporated like this. And I'm gonna wait until it comes up to a boil. Once it starts to boil, your cranberries are gonna start to pop, but that's what we want. So I'm just gonna wait until it comes up to a boil before we go on to our next step. So it's been about 3 minutes, and look at how beautiful this looks right here. See? So I'm gonna lower the temperature to medium, and I'm going to add my cornstarch. Got a little bit of cornstarch here. I'm gonna add my water, and I'm gonna mix it up really good until it's nice and smooth. You always wanna make sure it's real smooth before you add it in. Just like that. And I'm gonna add it in there slowly. And you wanna continuously stir it. And that's good. Now I'm gonna give it about 3 or 4 minutes. And the cornstarch is gonna start to thicken it up a little bit. Now it thickens up on its own as it cools. But since I added plenty of the pineapple juice in here, I always put in a little bit of the cornstarch, just like this. See? So I'll give it about 3 to 4 minutes before I go to my next step. So it's been 4 minutes. As you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna turn off the heat and I'm gonna leave it there with the heat off, but I'm gonna continue stirring it often like this. This is optional. You don't have to do this, but I like to do this. So I'm gonna get most of the chunks that are left over in here, and I'm gonna give them a nice chop. See, just like this. And I just think it looks nice in there, and it gives it some more texture. Just like that. So now I'm gonna add it in here. See? And I'm gonna add a few more raisins in here too. And I'm gonna stir it. You are gonna love this. You will never go back to the canned stuff. So now that I have brought it all in together like this, and my burner is still a little hot, I'm gonna remove it off the heat like this, and I'm gonna let it sit there for just a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go on to my next step. So my cranberry sauce has cooled down a lot. It's still nice and warm. Now you can serve your cranberry sauce when it's warm, or you can serve it chilled. Now if you want it chilled, you can put it into your bowl like I am right now, and then you can let it cool completely. Cover it up really well and refrigerate it. See, look at how beautiful this is. This would be a good time for you to remove your cinnamon stick. It has done its job. Oh, I've got to have a spoonful of this. Taste test. Oh man, it is delicious. The combination of the cranberry with a pineapple and then the sweetness of the raisins together, it's absolutely fantastic. Now this is so delicious with any roasted poultry or with pork. So this is my homemade cranberry sauce. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment, and tell me what you think. Thank you.